Hopefully, I'm not the only one that feels this way at times. But life is pretty lonely. You know, I think I've I think I've said this many times in a couple of my videos where I was talking about how you reach a certain point in your life where everybody's doing their own thing, but you are doing your own thing, but you kind of wish that you had some sort of connection with somebody. Everybody wants connection. And well, maybe not everybody, but at least I do. Okay? I want a connection. I want to be able to bond with somebody, being able to talk with somebody on late nights. I want to do that. But it's just difficult for me because you you just get to a certain point where you just don't really you're just tired of it. You're too tired to try. You're too tired to like go out and meet new people, but at the same time you want to. And it's not it's kind of hard to explain, but it's like you go to the gym, right? You see a bunch of people, but guys, girls, right? And you just see people, right? But then you go out and like outside in another setting, you kind of feel a little bit more lonely. Like you're walking around the mall, you're eating alone, you're going on late night drives all by yourself, and it feels lonely. You wishing that you had somebody there. You wish that you can hang out with people, but you just don't have that anymore at the moment, and it gets very lonely. Like the thing is that I like everybody who's single. Okay, not every. I should stop trying to generalize it, but I'm single, and I want to meet people. Or at least I want to have a girlfriend that is my type, my ideal person. And I think it's not wrong to say that you have a certain type of person that you want, and you want it. It's I don't think that's a wrong thing to say. But the thing is that it's very difficult for you to just go out there, right? Maybe I'm a little too young to be saying that I'm tired, but because I'm 21 years old. I turned 22 this year. I'm born in '04. So I don't know. Maybe people can tell me like I'm probably too early to be worrying about being single for the rest of my life, or being lonely for the rest of my life, because obviously you don't know what's gonna happen in the future. And I'm just trying. Maybe I'm just like forcing myself to be stressed out for no reason. And I feel like I am just I won't find that person. I feel like I'm gonna be lonely for the rest of my life, and I don't want to feel that way, but it feels that way. Maybe this is not relatable to some people. Maybe I'm the only one who's feeling this way, but it feels like I would be single. I would be lonely for the rest of my life. And I don't know if I'm too young to be thinking that way, because you hear people say, "Oh, you're too young to worry about these types of things." I've heard that a couple of times. Or you're too worried. You're too young to be thinking about stuff like this. But I do. I do think about stuff like this. Uh, you know, like you go out and eat. You just chilling out at a coffee shop, and you just observe. You're just people watching, right? Like you're not really interacting with people. Even at the gym, sometimes, usually, I'm not really interacting with people. I'm only interacting with the people that like I know. The thing with these people that I knew them just naturally. I met them naturally. It just happened, right? Like these types of connections, all these people that I've met that I genuinely like talking to, they just happened, right? And so is it wrong for me to be waiting for those organic or natural occurrences to happen again later on in the future? Is it wrong for me to think that way? Like, I get it, like, things don't come natural. I hear people say that, right? I hear people say that. But it just feels wrong when you just go looking for it. Looking for those connections, looking for those relationships. It just feels like it doesn't feel as authentic as it is when you met these people in a natural way, right? Like, as long as you see them like on a day-to-day basis, because there was one person that I've met. Oh, because I was like, wait, this one person, right? Because at the gym, right? Like, the gym is literally the only place I normally socialize, like, naturally with people that I don't see, like, all the time. I only see them at the gym. But it's because I was talking to one person, right, that I met because he asked me to spot him. And then we just kept talking about random stuff, right? And this girl, she knew that guy. But I came up to that one girl because I was like, hey, do you know this guy? I like, and then we started talking. I was like, oh, wow, like, everybody knows people at the gym. That this is pretty cool and stuff like that. And, like, those, like, I don't know if you can actually say, like, organic or stuff like that, but you just, for some reason, you just have this natural thing, or it just comes natural. Like, it doesn't feel like forced, like you're overthinking, like, it just comes out naturally. Some people just come up to you, or you just start coming up to another person and be like, oh, wait, I like that, Like, it's very hard when you go in a public setting and people are just doing their own thing, and it's very hard when you try to, like, come up to them, if that makes sense. I'll be like, oh, I like your tattoo, or I like your shoes, or I like that. It's very hard, is because it's so out of place. And I might be wrong for thinking that, because this mindset is just in my head, that they probably don't even, like, they don't even mind if anybody compliments them, because naturally, who would really mind? Like, if someone complimented me, I would be grateful that someone complimented me. Like, it's like a 1 in a million type of chance where somebody compliments me. So if someone complimented me, I'm being very grateful. But when you're the one who's doing it, it just feels so weird. And like I said, that's probably my issue. Tell me if I'm, if this is my problem or whatnot. But it's the thing is that, is it wrong for me to wait for something natural, like a natural occurrence where you just meet somebody, just like that? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if I'm explaining it properly, but there's just some moments where it just happens, right? Like, it doesn't feel forced. Like, you don't go out in here and you don't just start talking to a bunch of people just because you're trying to get to know someone. It's like you do. I don't know how to explain it, but let's say, like, someone looks big, be like, oh, dude, you're huge, oh, can you spot me, or something like that. Or they do that to you. Or you just randomly meet your friend's friend on, like, a random Friday or Tuesday or whatever day, and you just meet them and be like, oh, wow, that's pretty cool, you go here too, and stuff like that. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's wrong for me to keep waiting for, like, a natural organic occurrence like that to meet people. But because the thing is, it feels wrong to literally go out of my way to meet people just for that reason, just to create connections. Because I generally think that the best connections are the most authentic, or, like, they just happen naturally. I keep saying that. It sounds so repetitive, but I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I don't know where I'm going with this anymore. I'm just talking a bunch of words, but that's what I'm trying to say. Okay, whatever I said, hopefully you interpret it. Hopefully you got it. But whatever I said, like that's what I'm trying to say. Man, I don't know if I'm explaining it properly because it's so hard to explain things that you don't. It's not like you can't just read it. It's not like textbook. It's not like calculus where you look at the equations and be like, oh, okay, I got it. All of these are just interpretations that you can't show them visually. That's why it's so hard to portray whatever in your mind because they have to experience something similar to have an understanding of what you're trying to say. But whatever I'm saying, that's what I was trying to say, right? And I know that probably didn't sound right because I know I'm hearing it from my words. Like that probably didn't sound right. But that's what I'm trying to say. But anyways, I'm leave that to it. I'm catch you on the next video, and hopefully you found this video quite interesting. But anyways, I'm gonna catch you on the next one, and hopefully you guys are doing well. Peace.